First off, I would like to say Happy New Year from the 4KO and Phillips Space Studios. And second of all, I would like to also say thank you, for 2024. That was a great year for your boy O, man. I mean, started the year at 2,000 subscribers, ended the year at nearly 10,000 subscribers. So with that being said, I appreciate all of your support and not to mention your help getting me there. Now, today's video is going to be a video about James Gunn's DC Universe. And I know many people do not like my conversation regarding that of James Gunn's DC Universe. So what I want to do today here is I want to get these people to understand exactly what the 4KO is about. Now, I made a video. I wasn't in the studio last night. We was getting ready for New Year's, and not to mention I was ready to get drinking and have a ball, you know what I'm saying? And I just uploaded a video from my bedroom, and the video was titled, James Gunn's DC Universe is a Mess. Jason Momoa cast as Lobo. And in that video, I explained to you guys exactly why I felt that it was a little bit confusing and may very well be confusing for that of a general audience. But I did say that I liked the casting. Jason Momoa was born to play that a Lobo. Now, I feel like many people looked at that video and they got the 4KO totally wrong. They believe that I am just hating on that of James Gunn when I say that his DC universe is a total mess. However, I am not the person who proved that James Gunn's DC universe is a total mess. In fact, it was Mr. James Gunn himself. Let me give you this quote. The goal, at least in Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, the first phase of the new DC universe is to ensure projects are only greenlit if the script is ready, and only to release when they are complete and intended, or as intended, and can stand on their own. Some projects will move, and some may be added or retooled based on this. Now, when I hear that, that tells me that everything that he announced in that video, when he announced this whole slate, really and truly was not ready to go. Remember, James Gunn himself, he said that they're not going to announce a movie unless the script is ready. But yet, we had a slate. And not to mention, the moves that James Gunn's DC Universe has made proves that it is random. Clayface came out of nowhere. I mean, it was a totally new addition to what James Gunn is doing right now. And think about it like this. Clayface is a villain, and the film has been confirmed to take place in James Gunn's DC Universe. Now, many of us thought that it was going to be an Elseworlds, but no, it takes place in James Gunn's DC Universe. So with that being said, Clayface is a villain that would be introduced before that of Batman. Or I could be wrong about that. Batman may show up in Supergirl or that of Superman. I really do not know. But Clayface will have a film before that of Batman, Wonder Woman, and you can also say Green Lantern. Now, don't get me wrong, Green Lantern will have a television series on that of HBO Max, which I am looking forward to. I told you guys that I absolutely love that Jon Stewart casting. Fire. I don't understand how people are saying that the guy is too light-skinned. I really don't get that. We are all black people, folks. Stop acting chaotic. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice-looking black man in the role, and he fits it. His voice matches that of Jon Stewart. So I am looking forward to that television series. So you could say that Green Lantern will have a television series before that of Batman as well, or it will also be probably streaming at the same time as Clayface. But back to the point here. You're not getting a linear story. James Gunn confirmed it in that quote that I just gave you, and it came from the horse's mouth. You're not getting a linear storyline. They're not building up to anything. It is random. And as I recall, that's exactly what that Walter Mata tried to do. Remember, Walter Mata himself also said something along the lines of this. He didn't say exactly what James Gunn said, but he said, look, we're going to focus on solo films and not really build up to anything. And that was right after Aquaman was released in the movie theaters. Then it hit me. James Gunn is a Walter Mata hire. He is. He's a Walter Mata hire. So right now, he's using the same strategy as that of Walter Mata. And as we know, Walter Mata's reign on DC, or should I say over DC, was random. For real. Birds of Prey, The Suicide Squad, then you get The Flash in there, Wonder Woman 1984, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. And people would say, well, oh, that sounds great to me. No, the hell it doesn't. Not if you don't have a Superman and Batman and another Justice League up in there somewhere along the lines. I mean, come on. I'm the only person who's understanding that we're not really getting a slate of films that doesn't seem like they're tying into each other. Don't get me wrong. You get Superman, Supergirl first. Then you get Clayface. Then you get The Authority. What was the other films that he announced? I'm talking about films here. Then you get The Authority. I thought Swamp Thing was announced in there somewhere as well, right? I believe so. And we're also getting a Teen Titans film and a Super Sons movie that's animated 3D puppet. That's what I'm talking about. It is just so random to me. And I understand if many people love the way that he is cooking over there. However, I am a chef, and I can see when a meal may not be good just by how the cook is preparing it. And I see a lot of people commenting, dude, you're just hating. I'm not hating. I'm just giving my opinion here. See, the difference between me and a lot of folks is they cannot keep it real. And let me tell you how I feel that way, why I feel that way. Because with all of the criticism that I have been giving James Gunn over the past few months, when the Superman trailer dropped, I kept it real with y'all. I said I liked it. Now, I was not blown away like many people out there. You're free to feel that way. And then when the numbers dropped, 252 million views in 24 hours, you didn't see me say that was fake views. You did not see me say that. I said, look, this trailer, then it was a teaser trailer, is sitting in some good company. And for a while, I've been telling you guys that I do feel like Superman will be successful. However, I have always said that it's everything that comes after it that I am concerned about, which is the randomness. And people feel like when Superman be successful, DC is saved. That is not necessarily true. DC still will have an uphill battle. Even if Superman grossed $2 billion, it will still have an uphill battle. Just as I told you guys about that of the MCU. When Deadpool and Wolverine made $1.3 billion, what did I say? I said, this is not going to save the MCU. The MCU need a string of good films that has some good box office totals, right? They have been in the gutter for a little while now. I keep it real on this platform. However, I see a lot of people who doesn't. Let me give you an example. When it comes to Rebel Moon, and I know people are going to say, oh, you have to bring up Zack Snyder. I have to prove this point. Many people are using the Rotten Tomatoes scores as a measure of the film's success and ignoring how many views that the film got on Netflix. Now, instead of them saying, look, I did not like the film, but it was successful for Netflix, they're trying to convince you that Rebel Moon was a disaster. Come on. Come on. See, the 4KO is different. Even if I do not like something, I keep it real with you guys. I tell you how it is. Because at the end of the day, what goes on with any project, it ain't going to be the 4KO's fault if it fails or successful. If it fails or is successful. Let me correct myself there. See, the problem that I'm seeing here is many people are acting a damn fool. That's right. They're acting a damn fool. And I am willing to call it out on both sides. You got to stop this, man. You have to stop this. It is 2025. We have to have a different attitude coming into the new year. Because if we do not change our ways, then the toxic side of fandom will only grow stronger. We're never going to get to a place where we all could just go back to the old days. You know what I'm saying? Where we could say, hey, I didn't like this. I liked it. Okay, cool. Cool. Every time I give James Gunn's DC Universe criticism, it is not the green light for you to come in here and whine about how wrong I am. Or tell me how biased that the 4KO is being. Yeah, I admitted it. I do not like James Gunn. And that is something I have expressed for quite some time. And a lot of people don't understand that I will always have my gripe with him. But at least when he's seeing success, I'll let you know. I'm not trying to force the man on anybody. Just like Zack Snyder. I'm not trying to force the man on anybody. You are free to hate Zack. But you cannot be a hypocrite. And I say that because you attack Zack Snyder, you go into the comment sections and talk about how the man doesn't need to work in Hollywood ever again. And I don't even have to use Zack Snyder as an example. Y'all can use Michael Bay. At one point in time, people did not want M. Night Shyamalan, right? But when you say the same thing about their God, right? They're mad. The moment that you give criticism to James Gunn and what he's doing, they are absolutely furious. And it does not have to be that way. One guy told me that the internet has messed people up. Just let the movie come out. You don't have to give your opinion on a film and a universe if it haven't unfolded yet. And I'm like, you're adding to the equation. You're on the internet telling people how to think. And the worst part about it all is he did not even recognize it. We're going back and forth in the comments right now. He still doesn't understand how toxic he's being. The 4KO is not a hate channel. And it's not a DC hate channel. I have given you guys the real on so many other situations, right? The Marvels, Craven. Even though I enjoy Craven, I told you, look, Craven flopped. Ifs, ifs, and buts about it. I love the creator. And I'm working on my top 10 films of 2024. Maybe I will upload it tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow, so I will get around to finishing it up. But I love the creator. But when it came down to that film's box office, my love for it could not save it. That it is what it is. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that same attitude. Like with the Suicide Squad, right? I say, look, the Suicide Squad flopped. You don't know what you're talking about. It didn't flop. It didn't flop. It was successful because the Rotten Tomato scores and the audience scores and the HBO Max views and all that there. I'm like, dude, it lost money. It's okay for you to acknowledge that. It is okay for you to acknowledge that. But you have the nerve to say that I'm toxic. Even though when shit that I love is failing, I tell you that it is. However, when the things that you're infatuated with is failing, you're not keeping it real about it. And I'm over here just giving you my opinion, just telling you how I feel about something. and telling you what it is. As the 4KO has always said, I'm not sitting up here living in a different reality. I didn't tell you that James Gunn's Superman trailer views was fake. I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you that the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film was fantastic, even though I see a lot of people is absolutely in love with it. I didn't tell you that. So with that being said, when it comes down to YouTube, and you may very well say that this is an opinion that I have of myself, but I do feel that I am the most fairest YouTuber out there. But when it comes down to everybody else, can you say the same? Can you really say the same? I don't think so. Because I watch a lot of channels. Believe it or not, when I'm at work, I play a lot of YouTube videos. I'm not going to drop no names, but I play a lot of YouTube videos, and I say to myself, this guy is so much of a hypocrite. I still listen, but I don't leave a comment in the comment section and tell them how wrong they are, which is why you rarely see me comment on other people's videos. Yeah, I may drop something every now and then, but you're not going to see your boy just flooding comment sections. You know, I'm not going to do that. But I consume a lot of YouTube on a daily basis, and I hear a lot of opinions that I do not agree with, but I feel like a lot of people just are unwilling to do that or incapable of doing so. You know what I'm saying? But I hear a lot of people say some absolutely erratic things when it comes down to this geek space. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, damn, I don't see a lot of people in this comment section telling him how wrong it is, how wrong he is, even though we know that it's not factual. So with that being said, just understand what the 4KO does here. I keep it real with you guys, and I give you my opinion on things. And even though my opinion may differ from that of the realization of what's going on at that very moment, I just tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. So with that, just understand that the 4KO is being as fair as he possibly can. You know, just understand that. And then when it comes to my hate for James Gunn, I get it. You may very well have forgiven him for his tweet days back on Twitter, but it's hard for me to do so because I am a parent, and those kind of things absolutely disturbs me. And I want to explain that for people because they don't understand that for me, that is something that you just simply do not play with. I'm sorry. You just simply do not play with. And somebody with a sane mindset will have trouble opening up to the person who's unwilling to respect that of parents and their children. Let's just say that. I'm your boy. Hopefully you have watched this video all the way to the end, help you out that algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. I'm trying to reach that magical number of 10,000 subscribers. Hopefully 2025 will be the year that I do so. So I'll be highly appreciative if you will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. If you are going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about what I talked about here today. Do you agree with me when I say that James Gunn's DC universe is so random, or do you disagree? Just understand it is okay for you to have either opinion. And always remember, let the bon temps roulette. That means let the good times roll. But let me know in the comments below.